Hi, I'm Ronan from Basement, and this is Hive magazine.
Hi, I'm Nika, and I'm here with Ronan from Basement.
Hi, yeah.
Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah.
It's only been about a month since Wired came out. How does it feel finally getting to have it out in the world?
Yeah, crazy. It feels like it's been out forever in my head because I've heard it so much over the last few years, the last year, sorry. But yeah, it's been amazing. The response has been really great, for the majority very positive, and that's not something we're looking for necessarily, but it's good to kind of have that kind of final thing. People do actually enjoy it. So yeah, it's been really, really cool.
Was there a song that became the blueprint for the album?
Not really the blueprint, but the entire record was kind of just like an opportunity to hone in our collaborative kind of writing effort, and a lot of the songs came from us all just kind of literally jamming out in the studio and going through things. I would pick up a slide guitar and Alex would be playing a chord, and we kind of start playing together, and in that way it was very nice. Usually someone comes forward with an idea and we kind of build from that, but it's usually one person's vision. But this record, it's 60% the entire band have been working together from the start, so that was very unique. Yeah.
With there being 8 years between Side Myself and Wired, that's big distance.
Yeah.
Big distance between releases. Did having that much distance from the last record make decisions for this album easier or harder?
I mean, the decision to make a new record was kind of a big one in general, because when we released Beside Myself and we decided that we were going to take a break thereafter, it was kind of is Basement ever going to be a thing again? We didn't really know what that conversation would look like. There's a bunch of things we had to work on privately and individually, and what do we want our personal lives to look like alongside Basement? Does Basement have a place beside our personal lives? It's the decision in general was to make a record was a huge talking point. But having said that, I said it before, I think we needed desperately to take that time away from being a band to make this record, for growth and for kind of appreciation, and just generally we needed a cut off and a break. But I'm very grateful and happy that we could come back and make the record that we always wanted to make.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did the writing process change a lot from the last album to this?
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was very much more collaborative, a lot less kind of audience focused. There was almost no conversation about who is this song for, who's going to like this record, is this the hit, should we put a hook in here? It was all just does everyone feel good about this song? Do we all like this song? Do we like that part? Yes, no, let's carry on, let's can it. It was we very much trusted in our own ears this time, rather than seeking validation or guidance from outside sources. So it was we also had help from our producer John, but the bones of it was very much kind of from within this time, which is quite unique. Yeah.
One thing I definitely took from listening to it is it felt like there were no compromises made from the band's point of view.
Yeah.
So was that always not thinking about what other people expected from the band? Or?
Yeah. Almost entirely, that was the actual mission statement. It was we actually wrote a mission statement, which is something we also have never done before. This time we were very much clear what we wanted to achieve, and what we wanted to achieve was an album that we could be proud of and we loved. And sorry, what was the question again?
Do you think that from the beginning of the writing process it was always, we're not thinking about what other people expect from you?
Yeah, we left our last label, there was no pressure, we went back to Uncover, they were very happy and accommodating to be we want you to do your record, and we were that's great. We ran with it, and there was just what we give to them will be what they receive, and that's kind of it, and it was very liberating.
Do you think that this album could have existed if you'd taken a shorter break? Let's say you only took 3 years away and you released this 5 years ago. Do you think that you still could have come out with Wired? Or did you need the bigger time gap?
I mean, we could have released something. It wouldn't have been this record. It would be possibly a version of this record. I feel this is a very well-developed record. In my head, it's very kind of thought out, and there's a lot of structure, development. We really went through every part of it to see if we loved it enough to put it on a record, and I don't know if we would have been able to do that after just a 2-year break, because like 2 years between records is like kind of regular and like kind of expected almost. Yeah, I think if we'd done, especially if we worked with John any earlier, I don't think we would have made as good a record as we had, and I don't think we were ready to receive that kind of like recording style and his input. I think it would have been a very different record if we'd done it any earlier, to be honest.
Yeah. Every release of yours seems to have its own unique identity. No one would confuse Colour Me a Kindness with Promise Everything or Beside Myself. At what point during the writing process for Wired did you feel you had found the identity of what this album was going to be?
It was probably when we started, honestly, it's probably during like somewhere between pre-pro, the week before we started recording, and getting in the first week with John in the studio. I feel like we tied together the songs which we thought went well together, and were sort of linear and had like a good kind of like match with each other. But finding the overall sound was, John played a big part in that, John Congleton, and towards like the end of the second week, I was like, okay, I can actually hear where this album's where it's going. It's a lot of it is in the producer's hands in that case, because like he has the equipment, he has the knowledge, and he has the kind of like the ability to step back from songs and be like, okay, this is the main part of the song. This is where the song is possibly going to benefit most if you focus on that, you know. And yeah, probably around like the second week or so. But it was honestly a surprise up until the point we heard the mixes back, and we were like, oh my god, it sounds like this sounds like a concise record, you know. He mixed it, put his mark on it. We're like, there was barely any notes for mixing as well, so that was really cool. I think I went on a tangent. I'm very sorry. I tend to like flow.
You decided to do a lot of quite unique record release shows this year. Here in Manchester, you played at Project Skate Park. Was that something that just happened, or was it important for you to be doing these small community-based shows?
No, honestly, it was something we were very intent on doing, to be honest. Like we really want this kind of, one of the things of Wired is that like this connection feeling that we feel as band members, as friends, and the connections we have to our kind of like community, our hardcore community that we've always been part of. And we really wanted to kind of do a bunch of smaller shows, one to showcase where we are now as a band, to like invite people to come to these like intimate things and like not remind people that we're still part of it, because like we will always be part of it, but it was like I just felt like we needed to kind of like tone things down a bit and reach people on a more kind of human level. We did a bunch of things. We did the small shows. We did a run club event in Berlin recently, which is like a 150 capacity venue, so like during our tour, which is like very gratifying, and it just kind of shows that we can still do the big things and the small things. Like yeah, we really want to just like maintain that authenticity, if that's like the word you can use, to our background, I guess, you know? Yeah, and like just stay in touch with it, like, because it's important to us, and it always will be important to us.
With you talking about community, you've obviously grown substantially since your debut. For many years, you've been headliners now at most events that you're playing. Do you still feel at this level that you're as connected to the hardcore community as you were when you started?
I personally, I do feel, I've spoken for myself, I do feel like that. I feel like we all suffer from this like imposter syndrome, because like today we're we're headlining Outbreak. I was going to say outlining Headbreak. We're headlining Outbreak, and I'm like, wow, this place is there's so many people here, I'm crazy. I'm like, oh shit, we have to play to these people. Like, it's like we're going to be playing at the end of the night, you know? And I feel like I still like take a step back and think, whoa, this is actually crazy to me, because in my head we could be like the openers, like on a small all day or whatever, hardcore fest. I like to think we're still connected to our community, and I from what I've seen, people are still accepting of us, which is like great, because we're not trying to leave, not trying to go anywhere, like not trying to do anything really. It's like we're just trying to like make awesome music that we want, and yeah, this is where we've come from, and like the hardcore scene's getting bigger, it's getting better. Yeah, I think everyone's just like pushing each other up at this point, which is great, like very positive, and like really, I don't know, it's a good thing to see for everyone, really.
Yeah. As a band, I personally feel you're starting to go into legacy status, especially when you're looking at the point from Colour Me and Kindness to now. Do you appreciate that you still have a lot of people coming up specifically about the debut album, or do you want people to focus only on the newer things?
It's funny. I used to be. It's easy to get lost in legacy, I think.
Yeah.
And it's not really something we want to do. But like, we made these records, and if anyone's getting into Basement at any point of our catalogue, that's awesome. I don't care if you like Colour Me and Kindness, you like Beside Myself, or like if you hear us from Wired. It's like that's awesome because like anyone hearing your music is like the goal. So we're not nostalgic. We don't look backwards really at this point. We're trying to look forwards because like we still consider ourselves very much a current band that is like relevant still, and we want to continue making records. So we don't try and get bogged down in like the heritage aspect. But if someone's like loves that record and means something to them, that's awesome. That's amazing to me. Yeah.
Outbreak feels like the spiritual home of Basement. You've headlined this festival so many times from Leeds over to this side, smaller capacity now here. This will be the first time you're playing here since Wired has been released.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about playing the new songs to this crowd when every other year it's been the old set list?
I'm feeling incredible because like I was talking to everyone earlier. Like we usually play this festival having never like not played for like months, so it's like our first thing, and it's like it's kind of a bit we're not sure how it's going to go, but like this is the last date of our tour, and we've been playing the new songs. I think we have like 7 new songs we've been playing, 6 or 7, and they're like the funnest songs we've written to play live. It's like I'm just really excited to play those songs. When I see the set list, I'm like, okay, next one's gonna be Wide, next one's gonna be like Headlight or something. Like it's really fun. Like they're fun songs to play, and they've been getting like reactions that I never thought was possible at this point. So like I'm really excited. Like
obviously you got really lively crowds at Outbreak. The last time you played here, clips from that set are still going viral.
Wow.
Are you hoping that the new songs are going to get the same reaction today?
I mean, if so, great. I just hope that everyone has fun listening to them. Like honestly, like the viral thing's funny because like it doesn't compute in my head that like someone's going to film it and put it on the internet later. I want people to like be in the moment and just like enjoy that we can go to like festivals and like see live music again and like just be in the same place with each other, you know? It's like that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. I think again, one of the things of Wired is like this connection idea, and I think if that happens again, job done. I love it. I hope people enjoy hearing them because we love playing them, seriously. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear the news. I can't wait to hear all of them live tonight. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me.
No worries.
Thank you so much, Miller.